Today, the cleanup in the aftermath of this disaster kicked into high gear. The grieving families have asked for privacy, and the Sheriff's Department has asked us to keep our distance. But as you can see, there's been an outpouring of community support here. Volunteers from across Madison County have shown up on Goff Road, where Tuesday night's tornado ripped through a group of homes. It killed 35-year-old Kimberly Hilliard and her 4-month-old daughter, Paris Newman, along with 70-year-old Virginia Warner and 53-year-old Arnie Allen. Allen's home was actually pulled off its foundation and crashed into another building. The volunteers include Amish who live on this rural part of Madison County, along with a group of inmates from the Madison County Jail on supervised work release.
Their hearts are good. Sometimes they make poor choices, but this is still their community. They want to help.
Aided by some heavy equipment, dozens of people are clearing out trees that were damaged by the tornado. Under Sheriff Ball says everyone is being careful not to interfere with family members who are picking through the rubble of homes that were obliterated.
Trying to be mindful of the families. They're in shock still. They haven't even began to process the grief, I don't think, yet. So we're being very cognizant of that, trying to stay supportive to them and available, but not being in their way.
The Red Cross and the Madison County Health Department have set up mobile units here to offer both medical help and mental health counseling. Governor Cuomo's office has also provided a command post from the Department of Financial Services. It's the same unit that helped victims of Hurricane Sandy. They're here to help families deal with banks and insurance companies.
We always want to hold the insurance companies accountable, but we work together with them. That's our goal.
Under Sheriff Ball says authorities will begin reducing their presence here tomorrow. But for now, and in the days ahead, the families of the tornado victims have the support of dozens of friends and neighbors. Reporting from the town of Smithfield, I'm Jim Kenyon. Volunteers from many walks of life showed up at the scene of Tuesday night's deadly tornado to help clean up the devastation and show the grieving families they care.
Unfortunately, we do see this, not to this degree.
Under Sheriff John Ball says the volunteers include Amish neighbors and jail inmates on supervised work release. They're clearing down trees and brush while being careful not to interfere with family members who are searching through what's left of the homes.
Trying to be mindful of the families. They're in shock still. They haven't even began to process the grief, I don't think, yet. So we're being very cognizant of that, trying to stay supportive to them and available, but not being in their way.
The tornado claimed the lives of 35-year-old Kimberly Hilliard and her 4-month-old daughter, Paris Newman, along with 70-year-old Virginia Warner and 53-year-old Arnie Allen. Relatives of the victims have asked for privacy, so we kept our distance. The Red Cross has set up a mobile operation here to offer both health and mental health services to those affected by this tragedy. They've seen such disasters before, but they feel that this one is indicative of a disturbing trend.
Normally you see this out west, Kansas and the Midwest, where you see all the tornadoes go through, but this is different for us, but I think it's going to be the norm now.
Well, the governor was here yesterday, and I think he referred to it as the new normal for New York State.
Yes, I heard that he said that in there. And unfortunately, the whole weather pattern's changing, so we just need to be prepared.
Governor Cuomo's office also provided a command post from the Department of Financial Services. They're here to help families deal with banks and insurance companies. It's the same unit that helped the victims of Hurricane Sandy. Reporting from the town of Smithfield in Madison County, I'm Jim Kenyon.